McKendry's shining bright. Lance Ellis. The Blue Devils are strong. Justin Ricci. He's a sensation. A talent. Then you have Joey Stars. What's new? Pookie. What's new? Hector Castillo. Marco Perez. The Bishops Basketball Challenge is back, baby. Let's go.
It's a beautiful night for a game here tonight. I'm Zachary Sterno, and I'm ready for this exciting matchup, and I hope you guys are too. It's the 6-2 Denver Blue Devils against the 4-4 Fargo Frogs. Both of these teams are likely playoff contenders, so it's going to be interesting to see which one of these comes out on top. These two Western Conference rivals are always put on a show whenever they face each other, and this might be a matchup of your Western Conference Championship as we take a look at the stats right here. Alan Parsons, your leading scorer for Fargo, and Zay Palmer is the leading scorer for Denver. You see, Fargo actually beats Denver in the points per game category, but look at those rate stats. Pretty solid for Denver, and then Fargo kind of dominant there on three-pointers. So Denver probably the better team, but on paper, Fargo looks like they could beat them here. Here's your starting lineups here in the Fargo Dome. It's Denver Blue Devils and Fargo Frogs. The tip-off is up and up to Dallas Sutcliffe, and we're underway here in the Fargo Dome as Sutcliffe drives through the defenders and gets the dunk down. Oh, the Frogs are riveting early in this game. They get the scoring done on their very first drive, and now Lance Ellis is at the point here for Denver. Finds Zay Palmer. Palmer for three. Not quite going to go. Rebound, Carter Jones. The Denver Blue Devils are coming off some impressive wins. Last week, beating the absolute piss out of the New York Machine as Paul Donlin puts one up, and that was no good. Who was that? I couldn't catch who got the rebound. The ball's in Lance Ellis' hands, and Frank Potnick slams it down. Frank Potnick out of nowhere kind of gets around Paul Donlin there and finds the basket for an easy dunk. 2 points on the day, and Sutcliffe now finds Paul Donlin. Donlin trying to move Potnick, can't really do it. He's got to find someone else. He's not going to get this shot off. Finds Parsons, shot clock winding down. Parsons for three from downtown. Off the corner. Great shot for Parsons. He's got his first points of the day. 5-2 Fargo after the first minute of play. Here's Lance Ellis now, trying to find Zay Palmer. Palmer for three, and he bangs it in. Yeah, this Denver Blue Devils team looked really good their last time out. They beat up the New York Machine really badly. Scored 55 points on them. They've been scoring a lot of points recently. 53 against the Crooks. And there's oh, nice! What a save! Paul Donlin! And he finds Boogeyman! And Boogeyman is a boogeyman in the paint. 2 points for him. And now Zay Palmer takes it up. Fargo is also coming off, it wasn't a win for them, but it was a great showing against the San Diego Waves. Took them to overtime. They were pretty far behind at the half, and then came all the way back to tie it. Had a 14-2 run at one point. As Boogeyman puts it up, and now it's a 4-point lead for Fargo. But that I think showed that this team is for real, even though it ultimately didn't win. As Lance Ellis puts up a three, no good. Dallas Sutcliffe the rebound. Yeah, so these two teams, I think, have a lot to play for as Alan Parsons puts it up. And Denver is looking a little off at the start of this game, not really finding the basket like they have been in recent weeks. Zay Palmer for three, and he bangs it. Nice shot there. Zay Palmer, the rookie, throwing it down from beyond the three-point line. 2 for 3, 6 points on the day. Dallas Sutcliffe finds Parsons for a long two. It goes out. Potnick with the rebound. We'll see if Denver can get back in this game. It hasn't really been the trend this week. A lot of not close games. Gregory Ballard gets it within 1 point. I think this game's going to be the exception. I think this is going to be a down-to-the-wire type of game. All the other games this week kind of have been down by 10, and a block by Podnik, and he gets it. Turnover from Paul Donlin. Not a great shot for him. And now the pick doesn't work. Podnik takes the long jumper. He's going to miss, and Parsons gets the rebound. Low-scoring game here. Oh! Missed pass intended for Carter Jones. Jones never saw it, so the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's another turnover for Fargo. Now it's Lance Ellis taking a long shot, and it's a Denver lead. And Sutcliffe now taking it back up, trying to get Fargo back righted here. 2 consecutive turnovers on these plays. Long jumper, no good. Zay Palmer the rebound. Fargo, after starting off really strong, is now kind of looking for their footing here as Ashley Caldwell misses a 3. Dallas Sutcliffe the rebound. Low-scoring games here have generally been the friend of both of these teams, so it's going to be interesting to see which one of these comes out on top here. Oh, Sutcliffe, I don't know what that shot was, but Zay Palmer has no one on him. Podnik moves a guy, finds a wide-open Lance Ellis, and Ellis can't hit the shot. Both these teams kind of struggling on offense right here. Both these are good defensive teams, but I don't even think it's good defense. I think it's just sloppy offense. Another long shot misses for Parsons. Pretty highly contested there. Here's Zay Palmer. It's around Dontavius Young. Young gets his man. Palmer tries to put it up and does. 14 points for Denver now. 8 for Zay Palmer. Zay Palmer has really been huge for this team. Probably the biggest reason that they're in the position they are right now. Best record in the league. Fargo, a 500 team. Both teams in the playoffs, expected to make it. As Gregory Ballard from 3. Fargo, after being up 11-5, is now seeing a 12-0 run against them by the Denver Blue Devils. Here's Parsons. He misses. Zay Palmer takes it up. Got Dontavius Young on him. Glenn Chimichanga puts it up. And Fargo needs to find something here. 14-0 run by the Denver Blue Devils. Here's Dontavius Young. He drives the lane. He finds Zibanejad. Finds Dontavius Young again. Goes for the shot. Misses. And Ashley Caldwell gets the rebound. This is Denver once again going into an opposing team's home court and just kind of silencing them. 16-0 run now for Denver. Oh, it's another steal by Zay Palmer, and they're going to be able to just run this out. Zay Palmer is going to try to drive the lane, takes a long jumper, misses it, captures the rebound, finds Brandon Allen. Allen on Caldwell for 3. Oh, his foot was on the line apparently, so they're not going to get the 3. Here's Brandon Gibbs. Gibbs for a long jumper. He nails it. And so it's a 10-point lead for Denver after at one point being down 5. So Denver 23, Fargo 13. This is domination. We'll see if Fargo can come back after these messages.
Dollar General. Get the everyday essentials you need at an affordable price. Banana Boat sunscreen for when you want to preserve that pasty white skin on a toasty Tuesday afternoon. Spray on some of that good stuff and you're set for the day. How about some Suave 3-in-1 body wash for when you want to enrich your skin in your nice hot shower after a brutal day of work and turn your bathroom into a chemical war zone. Invest in the pink drink. And no, I'm not talking about Starbucks. We're talking about the OG Pepto-Bismol for when shit gets serious.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Find what you need today at an affordable price. Dollar General. Save time, save money, every day. Proud partner of the NASCAR Mino Bishops Auto Racing Tour and the number 62 of Carter Jones.
Someone needs to ask Caden Bishop when Nabart. Welcome back to this game. Second half is now underway. See if Fargo found something in that break. Here's Zay Palmer taking it up with Ashley Caldwell for 3. Big miss. Dontavius Young gets the rebound. Parsons is going to take it up. Parsons plays a lot of minutes for this team. And it's part of why he's the lead. Oh! Brandon Allen gets his own rebound, and he puts it back up. 4 points for the forward. And he kicks off the scoring in this second half for Fargo. The lead is still 8, though. Let's see, though. Fargo came back from a similar deficit at the start of last game. And it's not out of the question that they're going to come back as Ballard dunks it down. And my nose just stuffed up for no reason. I think it's good now. Here's Dontavius Young. He finds Luka Kavcic. Kavcic to the bucket, puts it up. Nice bucket there for Luka Kavcic. His first points of the day. 5 minutes left in the second. Here is Zay Palmer. Takes it up. Gonna throw it down to Caldwell for 3. Misses. Chad Zibanejad gets the rebound in front of Ballard. Now on Gregory Ballard. Finds Kavcic again. Kavcic, long pass intercepted by Palmer. Another turnover for the Fargo Frogs. Sloppy offense for this team. And against a great defensive team like Denver, as Brandon Gibbs nails a 3. Absolutely beautiful from beyond the 3-point line. And Dontavius Young is now going to try to get things started. They need to get these turnovers under control. Denver will capitalize on that every time as Zibanejad gets his first points of the day. Here's Zay Palmer. He finds Brandon Gibbs. Gibbs is a solid player for this team on their back shift. That ball stayed on the rim forever. And it finally comes down, and Kavcic gets the rebound to Parsons, to Brandon Allen. Allen moves Caldwell, and Allen lays it up. Second consecutive game here where Brandon Allen's putting in a pretty good performance here. Leads down to 7. Here's Caldwell trying to move Brandon Allen to Zay Palmer. Palmer for 3. It jumps out the other side of the bucket. And now most of the starting squad is coming back on for Fargo. No subs for Denver. That's a choice. 7-point lead still for Denver. This has been a good game for them, but they really haven't done anything so much this second half. They've got about 5 points. It's a decent second half so far, but they also started the first half kind of slow and ended with 23. So I wouldn't say Fargo's gonna come back just yet. Here's Dontavius Young trying to move a man, puts it up, no good. Ballard the rebound. Low scoring game still. Great defense. This is kind of expected for this game. 2 really good defensive teams. Zibanejad finds Jones. Jones can't get it down. Here's Zay Palmer. Palmer finds Glenn Chimichanga. Glenn Chimichanga, Bachanga, baby! 6 points on the day. And now Dallas Sutcliffe takes it up. 30 points now for Denver. They crossed the 30-point threshold. Now Jones finally gets a skyhook down. Finally, he scores some points for this team. I think Jones has had kind of an underwhelming season. I feel like he was someone we were looking for a step up last season. He was pretty solid. But that step up really hasn't been there for this team. Here's Potnick. Potnick trying to get it up. Oh! That was close to being goaltending there, but I think Boogeyman got a clean block off there, and they get the ball back. Jones goes up to the rim, and he puts it down. Shutting me up right as I say something. 4 points now. He's got the last 4 points. 5 points now is the deficit. Here's Frank Potnick. Why did he not go for that bucket? Frank Potnick puts it up. Long jumper. They got Parsons a couple minutes off, and now they're going to put him back on. Full starting squad's back in effect for both teams. Here's Boogeyman. He puts it in. 5 points now, the difference. Really low scoring game. I'm not sure either of these teams will get to 40 this game. Kind of not surprising, really. Here's Ashley Caldwell on Carter Jones. Can't move him. Goes for the shot. It bounces off the front of the rim, and Boogeyman gets the rebound. Boogeyman finds Parsons. Parsons floats it up and in. 3 points now, the difference. Fargo is slowly crawling back into this game. Here's Lance Ellis. Lance Ellis can't hit it. Here's Jones with the rebound. Jones is going to try to take it up. He's got Ashley Caldwell on him. Gets a pick from Boogeyman. Jones from the green. Not quite able to put it down. That would have tied the game. But now instead, Denver's got a chance to put it outside of a play. Put the lead outside of a play. But Caldwell can't get it up. And Boogeyman gets a great rebound. Highly contested right there. A lot of Blue Devils and a lot of Frogs in one spot as Sutcliffe tries to shoot through the gap. Paul Donlin takes a long jumper, and he nails it. Paul Donlin's been working on that one, apparently, and it's finally gone for him. Those are his first points of the day. And now 43 points or 43 seconds, rather. 1 point the difference, and now Fargo takes it up with the chance for the lead. Here's Paul Donlin. He finds Carter Jones. Jones is on Caldwell. Long jumper. Nailed it. Jones takes the lead. And Denver's now got to respond. Here's Lance Ellis. Lance Ellis trying to find some... They're wasting a lot of time. Caldwell from on the line. No good. Here's Jones. Jones is going to break away. Can he get through the defender? He does. Lays it in. Timeout Denver. And Denver needs a 3 right here to stay alive in this game. Fargo's come all the way back. Here's Lance Ellis. He's going to waste time. He doesn't have time to waste. Today, Palmer can't hit the shot. And for the Fargo Frogs, it's going to be a massive victory. Fargo, I thought the game was already over. Apparently, there's a shooting foul on Carter Jones, so he's going to get free throws here. 40%, misses the first one, and the second one is no good. Denver has 0.8 seconds to get a 3 off to tie the game to Palmer. Oh, but Fargo wins the game. The shot did not go off in time, and the Fargo Frogs defeat the Denver Blue Devils 35-32. Carter Jones with the big bucket to take the lead, the deserving player of the game. 8 points for him after I dogged on him. Carter Jones, let me tell you something about Carter Jones. Whenever someone dogs on him, he generally shuts them up in a big way. Seth Peters dogged on him once in an online racing league, and he ended up winning a championship out of it. It was kind of crazy. Here's your leading player for the Denver Blue Devils. No shock, it was Zay Palmer. Zay Palmer had a great game, but unfortunately it wasn't his best game. And for Denver, that it needed to be his best game. Carter Jones, 8 points, 4 rebounds. He got a block today, his first ever block. And you see there, Fargo just dominated all the rate stats. Look at that. 32 shots taken, 17 made. Denver was terrible from the field today. Fargo led in rebounds, and even those 3 turnovers for Fargo, which Denver took full advantage of all of them, but Fargo just cleaned it up and figured out what they needed to do. Here's your stat line from the winning Fargo Frogs. Carter Jones, your leading scorer. Alan Parsons, I feel like they need to stop giving Parsons the ball. He's really been off. Ashley Caldwell with no points today, even though she played every minute. Kind of tough there. Zay Palmer, your leading scorer. Gregory Ballard also had a pretty good game right there. Glenn Chimichanga, solid performance. And Brandon Gibbs also got a bunch of points. Typical for him. He's been pretty good this season. Here's your shot charts for both of these teams. This was a fantastic game. I'm so happy I got this one. All the other ones this week were kind of duds, not going to lie. But this was a great game. Late game heroics from the Fargo Frogs to take it from a dominant Denver Blue Devils team. I'm Zachary Sterno. This was a great game, and I can't wait to see you guys for the next one. Have a good day, everyone.
This broadcast of the Bishop's Basketball Challenge cannot be replicated, reproduced, or retransmitted without authorized consent. BBC thanks you for your loyal viewership, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.